Good evening, I'm Elaine Quijano. The Department of Homeland Security says it knows the locations of all children separated from their parents under the Trump administration's zero-tolerance immigration policy. Officials said Saturday night more than 2,000 separated minors remained in government facilities. But it's not known how long the process to reunite families will take. A new CBS poll out finds 75% of Democrats say reunifying separated families is a high priority, compared to 23% of Republicans. We begin our coverage with Mireya Villarreal on the Texas border.
Hundreds of protesters in Tornillo, Texas chanted "Free the Children" near the port of entry gates Sunday morning. The tent city is in a desolate part of the border about 40 miles outside El Paso. Free the children now! In a release by the Department of Health and Human Services, the agency says they have a process to ensure that family members know the location of their children and have regular communication after separation. But federal public defenders in El Paso say in a number of zero-tolerance criminal cases, their clients have not been told where their children are.
So when the president says that the stories of grief are over-exaggerated at the border, how do you contend with that?
I would say, Mr. President, come to El Paso and I will show you stories that are real stories of grief and sadness. They're not phony and they're not made up for the people who don't know where their 4-year-old child is.
Saturday, a delegation of both Republican and Democratic politicians toured the site that's currently housing hundreds of unaccompanied teenagers. 23 of them were recently separated from their families, and there are at least 7 girls inside.
Most surprising thing that you saw in there as you're walking through, what really kind of caught your eye?
Just the fact that you look around. I mean, we're in the middle of the desert, and you've got a tent city here. I think it's, in many ways, a monument to the failure of the federal government.
HHS also says separated children are able to communicate with their parent or guardian. CBS confirms those calls are limited to twice a week, 10 minutes apiece.
We need to make sure in Congress that the Trump administration provides a full and comprehensive list of every single child and their parent so that we can go then and audit and make sure that everybody's reunited.
The federal government says they know where all of these separated children are, and the agencies are talking to each other. But Elaine, they also say what slows down the process is confirming that someone who wants to talk to one of these children is an actual parent or legal guardian.
Mireya Villarreal, thank you.